starting my freelance web development business was one of the hardest things I've ever done. And when I started out, I didn't know exactly how hard it will be. But for anyone who has ever taken a leap of faith before, you know that once you take that leap, once afterwards, things are incredibly hard. Kind of lonely, you have to figure things out. You don't have the experience to do your new endeavor. And that happened to me. Like, a lot of the coding projects I've had just took longer than I thought. I didn't have certain experience in certain fields, and it was just tough at first. And I'll be working so hard at it. I'll be just inside my house, in the room, staring at the computer all day, and at times I'll just fall asleep with a headache at night because I was working hard all day. And given all this, I just kind of sacrificed my health. In my mind, I rationalized it, like, I just need to focus on the business. For now, I'll just eat whatever I want. If I get hungry, I'll just eat. I just ate whatever was convenient, whatever was fast, whatever was comforting. And that stress just kind of piled on. And just ever since I got into coding in general, I felt like I had to eat more to be able to use my brain power to think, to solve all these coding problems. And it piled up on me. So I knew that something had to change. So I decided to do 75 hard. And I'll explain it first. It's basically 75 days straight where you have to stick to a diet. You have to work out twice a day. One of the times has to be outside, and they have to be spaced out by at least 3 hours in between each workout too. With the diet, you can't cheat on your diet. You can't have alcohol. You have to read 10 pages of nonfiction book a day. You have to take a progress accountability photo of your physique, and then you have to drink 1 gallon of water every day as well. So it might sound unreasonable, like I was already working so hard, struggling, working on my business. Why add on this extra challenge on top of it? It makes no reasonable sense. But I just wanted momentum in my life. I wanted a sense of progress. I like how the challenge was simple, and I want to be able to do it. And I want to have my goal of getting my 6-pack abs back, like what I had before I started coding. So I partake on this challenge, and oddly enough, like once I mentally shifted, blocked out the possibility of eating junk food again, sticking to my diet became easier. And then around day 60 or so, I noticed that I was actually starting to crave eating healthy, crave eating salads, fresh foods, and things that I would have craved before, like Raising Cane's. The thought of it just sounded too oily for me. Like sweets like crumble cookie just sounded too sweet for me. And then it kind of made me realize that habit forming takes time to progress. Like it takes much longer than you think. It took me around day 60 to get that craving switch, rather than day 21 or so. Well, while during that early days during the challenge, I was still craving junk food. So ultimately, I was able to finish. And then the main habit I wanted to stick was the diet. I stuck. It continued on. It wasn't on day 76, day 77, I just had a huge cheat day. I continued on. It's been a month and a half, almost 2 months since finishing it, and I only had junk food a couple times since. So I'm glad like these habits sticks. And then the other habits like water, a gallon of water, accountability picture, I just didn't think it was necessary, so I didn't stick with it. My goal of getting six-pack abs unfortunately didn't happen from this, but I made significant progress during the challenge and after the challenge as well. And it kind of just reinforces the idea that things take a lot longer than you think when you have goals. So to tie this back in with coding, freelancing, I like how the challenge aspect of the 75 hard focus on like the inputs, like do this every day, read, eat, drink, water, exercise. And when I do my coding project, I just gotta focus on what did I accomplish that day. Like, did I make progress coding a feature? Did I make progress writing a proposal, talking to my clients, debugging an issue? So even though the end project isn't done yet, I've made progress towards the project overall, so I can feel a sense of momentum. And also, like, the structure, when I was doing this challenge, when I was adding on, like, having to work out twice a day, needing to cook my own foods, it kind of gave me pressure to be more efficient. And like, it's weird, like there was like a balancing effect. Like at times I would be physically exhausted, but I can still work mentally and code. And other times I was mentally exhausted, so I did working out as a break. So it kind of proved to me, like, in my mind, I also like posted on my social media about the challenge as well, and I was thinking, if I can't even stick with this challenge, how can I ever get anyone as a client, as a way to have momentum and like build trust in myself? So it was a tough challenge. I enjoyed having a timeline of this challenge. I enjoyed how the challenge allows you to focus on the inputs. It made me realize that things take a long time, and you just have to focus on the inputs you do each day to make progress towards the goal. And that's all for this video. Follow for more videos where I talk about my life experiences, what I've done in the past, and how that's helped me be a better web developer, helping clients out. Thank you for watching.